FORA.tv. The world is thinking.
For us, we had total obliteration that happened in a few hours. So what'd we do? I mean, if we couldn't implement our plan, well, I can tell you, most of y'all are business people. If you have a good plan, and even if you can't implement it, it gets you a long way down the road for knowing what's important and making you more able to adapt. And we did. We adapted in some pretty great ways. And I want to say, while the federal government has been roundly criticized, and the federal government sure did a lot of things wrong, we did a lot of things wrong too. But we never lost unity of government. The local governments held up even though they were obliterated. The best example I need to give you of that, I mentioned Waveland. Waveland's a little town of about 6,000 or 7,000. It's the westernmost town on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And as I say, utterly destroyed, not a habitable structure. The plan for Waveland was the police department, 26 officers, were supposed to ride out the storm in the police station, and then after the storm passed over, to go out for search and rescue and to security and that sort of stuff. Nobody had the idea that the storm surge would go over the top of the police station. And all 26 of them had to escape from there. Several of them spent 6 hours in a tree a block away, holding on to each other. It's remarkable, actually, how many people rode out the storm up in a tree. But the Waveland Police Department, some of them were washed inland quite a distance. At 9 o'clock on the night of the storm, all 26 members of the Waveland Police Department were on duty. That wasn't a plan, but they knew what they were supposed to do. And that story, you can go all across the coast of just extraordinary acts of courage and selflessness by local first responders, by federal responders like the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard station at Mobile has a big helicopter unit. They flew over the Mississippi Gulf Coast Monday night. The storm came in Monday morning, and it was pitch black darkness. I mean, there was no electricity, and so it was just total darkness. Yet these kids, these coasties who are my children's age and younger, would hang off the helicopters on ropes or lines, going through the air, not knowing whether they might hit a telephone pole, whether they might hit whatever. They rescued 1,700 people. They took 1,700 people out by hoist on these helicopters. How can you complain about a federal government that does that? We scrambled the whole time, and things went wrong over and over, but we adapted. And I would suggest to you that's the most critical thing for a state or a city that's hit with an overwhelming disaster, no matter of what kind. Have a plan, have your people understand what the plan's supposed to achieve, and then don't expect everything to go like it's planned. Adapt, be flexible, be smart. Most of all, try hard. And that's what our people did. The Waveland Police Department is only the best example of what was happening over and over and over.